Back on our show this Wednesday, Dr. David Holcombe with us this morning, the Rapides Parish Health Unit Director. And of course, the flu season is here. We're going to focus on making sure people get out and get those flu shots. David,
yes.
Good to have you. Good to see you.
National activity in flu has not been very high yet.
Right.
You know, we have this nice map, and it's green if it's low, and then it gets orange, and then it gets red. So there actually aren't even any red sections yet. But it's here, and so it's a great time to get the flu shot, because it takes, 10 to 14 days for the immunity to build up.
Yeah.
It's a new formulation, so there's 2 strain A's, 2 strain B's, and it should have good coverage. Just mention, they used to have the flu mist you could inject up the nose.
Right.
That's out.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, that you don't.
That's new.
Well, they studied this carefully, and they found out that it actually wasn't effective when it was administered nasally. So even anybody 6 months and over, and all the way to as old as you can be, you need to get a flu shot.
So we'll get a flu shot. There's so many places you can get one. It's easily done.
You can go to any health units will do it,
Right.
but you can also go to any pharmacy. Most covered plans will cover this, so there's usually no out-of-pocket expense.
Are there any at risk greater than others?
Well, your usual suspects, which are the elderly, diabetics, renal failure, any kind of underlying cancer, immune diseases, and so forth. So, you have a group of people that are higher at risk, and pregnant women, of course, too.
Okay.
Those are that's very important.
The event at the health unit, the drive-through flu shots, successful this year?
It was very successful. We did over 300. Some
Good.
people just love that. We had a lady came by with all her workers. It's the 3rd year she's done it.
Oh,
she
yeah.
piles all her workers in the truck, and she brings them through, and she says, "I cannot stand them being out with the flu."
Going to make sure they come to work.
So she wants them to work.
It doesn't get any more convenient than just driving through, does it?
It's a disaster preparedness exercise, too. So we're actually on the only region that actually does this.
Interesting, interesting. You wanted to touch on the Zika virus, an update on that?
Yes, don't forget Zika.
Yeah.
They've actually recorded over 4,000 cases in the continental United States, and over almost 1,000 of those were pregnant women.
Really?
Now, almost all these cases were imported. These are people who have traveled to Latin America or the Caribbean.
Right.
And so, travelers still have to worry about it. And even though our mosquito season is kind of going to come to an end
Slowly
here,
but surely.
it's still very warm.
It is very warm, and so is that why we're seeing this activity?
Yes, and also people can't forget about West Nile. We had a death in Louisiana from this recently.
you were telling us a minute
you
ago.
still can get that. That's a danger right here in central Louisiana and all over Louisiana.
Is there any preventive measures or things to look out for to lower the risk of exposure?
Well, you're cleaning up your yard and so forth, and then wearing mosquito repellent, the usual things, long sleeves. It's not rocket science.
Yeah.
But it's dangerous.
Yeah, use some common sense.
Well, often
Standing
forget it,
water.
though.
Yeah.
Pardon?
When people, will often forget when they're outside just to do those extra precautionary measures.
Right, and that can be dangerous.
We'll emphasize to everyone, go out and get those flu shots. It's at that time of year.
Do it. Do it.
Now is the time.
3,000 to 30,000 people will die every year from complications of the flu. It's enormous.
That's scary, and people are just not aware of that.
Yep, and it's avoidable.
Yeah, there you go. David, thanks for coming by. Always good to have you.
Always a pleasure. Get your flu shots.
We appreciate you being
I
with
will.
us.
I will get my flu shot. Coming up, we're going to visit with Samantha Bonnet. Turn on the holiday season.